All right, guys, here we are, another day and another patch, another new characters that are introduced to Marvel Strike Force here. Big patch today. 4 new characters, Deathpool, the Cloaking Dagger, the new members of the New Warriors team here, and then Shang-Chi. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Shang-Chi or Shang-Chi, I don't know anymore, but y'all let me know. But we're going to be opening up some orbs here, some red star orbs for Deathpool. I'm still kind of on the fence as to whether or not I'm going to buy Deathpool. I'll be honest with you, because I know she's going to be an event campaign character, and I'm inclined to sort of kind of grind out the cores to get it done, or maybe buy the secondary offer to get me a little bit of a buffer on the shards here. But I'm not quite sure yet. But what I'm shooting for right now with Deathpool is that I actually want to be able to get her to at least 4 reds. That's kind of like ideally where I want to get her to. If I can get her to 5 reds, then that's great. We do have a couple elite orbs here that we're going to be opening, so let's take a look. Also, by the way, if you're going to be buying Deathpool, might as well save some money on doing it. I'm sponsored by Amazon Coins. The Amazon Coins link is down below, so wait for you to save up to 20% off your Marvel Strike Force in-game purchases. So take advantage of that. Don't give away discounts. Don't give away discount money. But let's go into opening up some red star orbs here. Let's see. All right, so we got 25 of these basics. Let's start off here. I'm always nervous, man, when I open up red star orbs, bro. Let's go. We're about to do this, man. Let's do it. Let's go. Big money pulls on a basic. Not really. We're off to a massively great start. 1 red star, not a good sign. Not a good sign, guys. Not a good sign. All right, we got blue. Just not great. All right, so I think we're gonna pull until we probably get enough. Oh, okay. So she's in the orb. She's in the orb. Holy crap! By the way, why didn't nobody say, "Hey, Goofy, guess what? Your screen looks a little weird." Let's fix this for a second. Let's fix this right now. Let's. All right, there we go. There we go. There we go. Much better. Nobody said, "Hey, Goofy, what the hell is going on with your screen?" All right, let's go. So she's in the orb. We know she's there. All right, let's open up some. All right, two more probably, get down to 20, and then we'll probably slip over to some Elite 4s here. All right. The chat saying that the screen looks a little weird. Now you guys want to tell me the screen looks weird. I can't trust y'all, man. I'm doing this live on stream. Stop showing me these Gear Tier 14 offers. By the way, Gear Tier 14s are definitely going to be a bottleneck soon. Just putting that out there. So we got we got an Elite 4. Let's go to the Elite 4. Deathpool! I'm going to be honest with you. What actually hurts me is not the fact that I pulled this character from the red star orbs. You know what actually hurts me more? It's the fact that this character, this is a duplicate pull. That's what hurts more. It's not the simple fact that I actually pull this crap bad character out of the red star orb. It's the fact that this is actually a duplicate. That means that I pulled this before. Holy crap. All right, let's proceed. Let's figure this out here. All right, let's. What do we have? We have an Elite 5. We have 3 Elite 5s. Let's pull 1 more Elite 4, and then we're gonna go pull an Elite 5, and then we're gonna see what we get. Big money, big money, big money. Take minions out of the Elite orbs. Take the minions out of these Elite orbs. This is not right. Somebody said in the chat, this is the best advertisement to not buy red stars. I absolutely completely agree with you. That's why I don't buy them. That's why I don't buy them. All right, we're going to pull an Elite 5. After we pull the Elite 5, we're probably just going to go back to some basics because my feelings are hurt. This is kind of really where I'm at right now. Let's pull one of these Elite 5. Come on. I can't look. Deathpool. Come on, baby. Come on to me. Effing dupe. It's not a bad pull, but it's an effing dupe. My head hurts, honestly. All right, we're going to go back to some basics, man. We're going to try to see if we can at least get 1 more Elite 4 here. We're going to jump back to some basics. My feelings are hurt. My thing is this. Give me a good upgrade, right? Make me feel good about myself. Make me want to open up these red star orbs. Also, entice me. Freaking Deathpool, 1 red star. Entice me at least a little bit so that you can say, hey, you know what, Goofy? You just pulled some good red stars on Deathpool. Maybe you should buy her. Maybe you should buy her. The little thing that shows up on your shoulder, right? Hey, Goofy, you just pulled some good red stars. Maybe you should buy her. But you're not even doing that for me right now. Marvel Strike Force, Scopely, if that is your real name. Let's go. Right, so we're gonna roll like 2 more of these. We do have what we need to open up that other elite. Oh, I mean, they are used in these Doom raids. I guess she'll survive. Who am I kidding? She's not gonna survive anymore. Who am I kidding? Maybe she can like take like 1 more hit from a basic, from a minion. Maybe she I love you, Kitty Pryde. I mean, I love you, boo boo. I love you. All right. We're not getting great pulls right now. I think we're gonna roll 1 more of our Elite Fours here. We might empty out the Elite Fours. Let's see what we get. I said I wanted to get at least a minimum of 4 red on her, right? Let's do that. Let's pull that up. Come on, Deathpool. We at least got the 4 red on her, so I'm happy about it. I don't know. I felt so dejected. I can't even fully celebrate this, man. I honestly can't fully celebrate this, but I think we're done. I don't think we're going to open up any other red star orbs anymore. I think this is it. We've chanced it enough. We're going to move on. We're going to save these red star orbs right now, and we're going to open them up later on for Cloak and Dagger. Later on in this video, I'm actually going to go through some tier 4s for Deathpool. I should have actually talked about that a little bit earlier. I'm going to go through some tier 4s here for Deathpool. Which one should you upgrade? And then we're going to talk about ISOs. Now, ISOs honestly are actually pretty obvious, but we're going to talk about some ISO options that you can throw on Deathpool here. But pretty happy with our 4th red star pull. Maybe I'll buy her. We'll see, guys. All right, guys, we're back. And yes, Tiny Goofy's back here, but we're going to be talking about some tier 4s. So obviously I haven't bought Deathpool or have I built her up yet. So I'm actually going to be looking at these T4 recommendations here on MSF.gg. And also, let's just keep it real. No jab at Scopely, but I don't really trust the in-game text. So the MSF.gg text typically tends to be a little bit different. Now on the left side here, I have the ability not T4, and then on the right side here, I have the ability T4. So we're going to do a comparison and then make a decision as to whether or not you should probably put this tier 4 on this character. So when we're looking at the passive ability here for Deathpool, so on the left section with not T4, enemy death, heal for 10% of this character's max health, attack the most injured enemy for 20 to 40% damage, clear 3 positive effects, and then when this character or any new warrior ally drops below 30%, apply death proof up to a maximum of 2 to that character. And then here in raids, spawn, you're getting that charge up to a maximum of 5. On spawn, you're getting that speed up to her and then all mystic allies. Really, we don't have to really continue to read the rest of it here. When you actually tier 4 the passive ability for Deathpool, what you're getting is only an additional boost on the damage portion. So this pretty much basically stays this. Everything is basically stays the same, and then you're getting an additional 60% damage from Deathpool. Now, I think that if we're looking at this and making the assessment within raids, I definitely do think that there's a possibility that you could say, hey, this is probably an important tier 4 to have. Because of course, if you're wiping characters, she's going to be able to do, like, for instance, if you looked at the video, right, you're going to have an opportunity if there's 3 enemies that are killed, then she's going to be doing this ability 3 times. So therefore, you could definitely get some added damage. 60% added damage to this passive could definitely be relevant. Although I don't know if just the 60% is going to be something where I'm going to move the needle and say that you're going to spend those tier 4s on it. But if you are working on positioning, right, where you have Dagger, and Dagger, remember that she does give offense up to adjacent allies on her turn, then of course Deathpool could have that offense up, and therefore that 60% could be a significant amount of damage that Deathpool is able to do here. So this is right now something that I probably wouldn't tier 4. I definitely would probably take a look at it once you're in gameplay, see how it works, and then make a decision as to whether or not hey, that 60% could definitely make that difference. Now, when we look at the ultimate ability here, which is reap what you sow, so you're getting clear and death proof, attacking a primary target for 400% damage. You're applying bleeds, gaining 1 charge up to maximum of 5,000 extra focus. And then, of course, this is the big attack, right? Attacking a primary target with 20,000% piercing instead. And then, of course, clearing that charge. But this is when she's up to that maximum charge. So that actually doesn't change when you T4 it. When you actually look at this, what actually really changes here is that you're getting the additional 100% damage, and then you're also applying the 2 bleeds instead of just the 1 turn. Now you're getting that 2 turn bleed, which for me personally, I do think that the extra 100% damage is something that definitely can move the needle for you, because it's a 3 turn, you get it on turn 1, and it's also a 3 turn cooldown. So you're in the raids, you're going to be able to do this multiple times. So I do think that the additional 100% damage here is definitely something that is going to be relevant, something that you could definitely use on Deathpool or get advantage or take advantage of with Deathpool. Once again, if you place her adjacent nearby dagger, unlike they did in the dev video, then that 500% damage could definitely be a significant factor when you're kind of looking at your T4 assessments. So this is probably the number one that I probably would recommend right now. I'm still on the fence with her passive, even though I don't think it's a bad one, but I probably would do this one first just because it's a low cooldown and she's going to be doing this. She might be doing that one frequently, especially also as well if you're killing enemies often, she's gaining that ability energy in raids, or she has an opportunity to gain that ability energy in raids. So that, for me personally, I think is definitely something that is worthwhile taking a look into. Now, when we look at her special ability here, this is one that I'm still kind of on the fence about. So special ability. Wow, I don't know what that was. Dance Macabre. Macabre. Dance Macabre. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to call that. So let's just move on. So with special ability, transfer 3 negative effects from this character to the primary target, and then attack the primary target with 250% damage. Attack all adjacent targets for 220% damage. You're stealing that same health. You're also still getting that here when you tier 4 it. So what you're actually getting an increase on is the 50%. You're getting an increase on the 50% damage, and then you're also getting that increase on the negative effects. So instead of transferring 3 negative effects, you're going to be able to transfer all negative effects, and anything that typically goes from just one particular number to then being all, I usually kind of give a nod to it a little bit. But once again, it's kind of one of those things. I'm very frugal with T4s. There might be a possibility that, by the way, they said Macabre. I don't know. The chat's trying to help me out with pronouncing it, and it's terrible. I'm terrible. But the thing about it is, though, I don't know whether or not there's going to be a scenario where you're going to have more than 3 negative effects to where you're going to need to have all negative effects cleared. I'm just not convinced about this one. This one you can kind of do if you don't have other T4s to worry about. Like, there's going to be other T4s on the team that you're probably going to want to invest into with Cloak and Dagger. So I probably would hold off on this one as well. Like I said, the ultimate right now is the one that definitely stands out to me in my personal opinion. And then let's jump up to her basic attack here. So basic attack, clear negative effects from this character. If the negative effects are removed, heal self for 5% per negative effect removed, heal for 10% max health. And then, of course, if you're T4 in this, all this other stuff, right? If you're T4 in this, then you're going to get, well, that stays the same. The top line, cure all negative effects on this character. If the negative effects are removed, heal for self. That stays there. We didn't read this portion here, but attack the primary target and adjacent targets for 240% damage, clear the death proof, and then you get this 50% chance to flip stealth and speed up on the primary and adjacent targets here. Here you get 100% chance to flip stealth and speed up on the primary and adjacent targets. And if the enemy is a minion, that you're going to attack that enemy for 600% damage. Honestly, this could be one of those situations, right, where you could probably like getting the 100% chance to flip stealth and to flip speed up could be helpful in some of these different matchups, especially if you're in these Doom raids. It definitely could be a reason to actually have this one there. But once again, like, I'm looking at all of these T4s, and I don't know if this is something that's going to primarily move the needle, although it is a basic. And most likely, let's talk about ISOs right now, right? Most likely you're probably going to put a striker ISO on her because, you know, Cloak and Dagger, they're going to land those vulnerables with their ultimate abilities. So there's definitely there could be a reason that maybe just because for additional damage, you may want a T4 that's basic. But once again, I don't, 50% chance going to 100% chance. I'm not sure that that moves the needle that much for me yet. I guess you have to kind of go into these matchups and see, okay, well, is flipping stealth, is flipping speed up and the primary and adjacent targets, is that really impactful enough for me to get that, for me to have that there? So basically what I'm saying, this is not an obvious one that stands out and says, hey, I got to put a T4 into this. So in my opinion, the only T4 that I really honestly think that makes a difference for me is this ultimate ability here. It's a very low cooldown. She can kill characters with it. She's going to be gaining a charge. She can apply bleed for 2 turns instead of just the 1 turn. She's doing the extra 100% additional damage. And then also as well, the 3 ability energy, if there are characters who are being killed, she's going to be gaining, she could potentially gain ability energy. There's a possible chance that she could be doing this ultimate ability a lot more frequently than she is doing her basic. So I don't know. These are kind of like my thoughts here on T4s. ISOs, so you could flirt with a few others, right? She does have a few multi-target hits where you could say Raider is a decent ISO on her, but because you are going to be having these other characters that are going to be landing vulnerables with their ultimate ability, you're also going to have a few a few other characters going to be landing vulnerables there. You want Deathpool, she looks like she's going to be a primary damage dealer on this team, to take advantage of that and, you know, and be able to do some additional attacks. So these are my thoughts here on Deathpool so far. Obviously, there's probably going to be revived over some time, right? We're going to kind of figure out some things there in regards to whether or not we want to put some more T4s. Maybe that basic becomes more relevant. Maybe you do need to transfer all negative effects. Maybe you do need this extra damage, but right now the only one that I really see for me is definitely this ultimate ability. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are on Deathpool so far. She seems like a very strong character. The New Warriors team looks amazing. They look great. So yeah, I mean, happy hunting to get for Deathpool. By the way, if you don't buy her, of course, know that she's gonna have an event campaign on Friday that's gonna be starting here. 14-day usually is what it takes, or the duration of the event. You can always core out, spend 200 cores a day, and then of course be able to get a 4-star character. If not, if you want to get a little bit higher, then yeah, definitely I think definitely pay attention to some of those offers, but do what you want to do with your money. But appreciate you guys watching the video. Y'all be blessed and y'all be safe. All right, macabre, we'll figure it out some other time, guys. I can't figure it out right now. We'll figure it out later.